The load that pounds down upon your spirit is something that I am aware of, and I see your fatigue, my child. I'm aware of the totality of your exhaustion, and I watch as you walk through this desert, wondering if the promises that were given will be kept. These are not just words that I am uttering to you at this right now. Rather, they are truths that are taken from the very essence of who I am meant to be. At some point, dawn will appear on the horizon of yours. Your knowledge will be altered, and your spirit will be exalted via this experience. Those of you who are experiencing feelings of barrenness, please rejoice and lift your voice in song regardless of whether or not you see any fruit. Please take note that what I am preparing for you requires that you make space in your life for it, that you widen your expectations, and that you push back the limitations of what you previously considered to be possible. The burdens that people who seem to be complete will shoulder will be greater for those who feel forlorn. Because I am going to expand your territory in ways that you are unable to fathom at this time, you should drive your stakes of trust firmly into the ground, regardless of what you consider to be practicable. I am going to do this. Both to the right and to the left, you will change directions. It is not necessary for the weight of your prior failures to be a barrier to your achievement. Thus, you should not let shame impede you from going on towards your goals. Through you, I will restore what was lost and reconstruct what was destroyed. I will heal what was abandoned. You will be able to get over the rejection you suffered and the wounds that continue to throb in the depths of your heart with my assistance. Considering that the memories that torment your peaceful times are mine, I will assist you in defining who you are. I see all of them in your existence. I am both your creator and your defender. I am the one who fashions the earth itself, but I prefer to reach out to you in an intimate connection. I am the one who creates the earth. Just a moment ago, you were experiencing feelings of abandonment, but I am now bringing you back with a love that has the ability to protect and cure you. While it is true that there was a time when my face seemed to be obscured, the connection that we have is still very strong. My love for you is more unmovable than the ancient mountains, and my compassion for you is more deep than the oceans that I created. I want you to hear me clearly, yet I want you to be unaware of this. Consider the story of Noah and the flood, as well as the fact that I vowed to myself that I would never again allow those floods to cover the whole planet. I promise that I will do it with the same degree of certainty that I have said before, even if there are mountains in the way. The everlasting love that I have for you will not waver, and the tranquility that I create with you will not be disrupted, even if everything is destroyed and the hills are reduced to dust. I am now aware of everything that is taking on at this particular moment. Heaviness. The burden seems to be too great to bear. There are moments when you question whether or not it is beneficial to remain faithful while suffering endures, but lift your eyes to see what you can see. I get the impression that this era of struggle is shaping something that will last forever inside you, something that is so much more significant than any difficulties that are now taking place. In spite of the fact that your present challenges may seem to be never-ending, they are really shaping something. Every single disappointment, every single rejection, and every single setback is giving me a hard time. The challenges that we are facing are nothing more than a passing moment in the larger scale of things that constitute eternity. Know that nothing is wasted in my hands, even if other people try to damage what I've given you, when they try to betray you, when they try to pervert your words, or when they try to ruin what I've given you. Nothing that might be used against you may be considered a weapon. Any charge that is made against you will be taken seriously, and every single voice that is raised in accusation will be silenced. I would want to make this commitment to everyone who serves me, and I assure you that I will fight your cause personally. Please give me permission to communicate with the very core of your being. You will not arrive at your final goal in the wilderness, that you are now exploring. As far as your story is concerned, this desert is not the site where it will be concluded. Yes, I am. Carrying you through it and turning it into productive ground right now, I am getting ready to shower you with evidence of my compassion that will leave no confusion about who has fought for you, and your tears will not go unloved and unrecognized. I am going to make sure that all of your tears are acknowledged and appreciated. Even if you are unable to see my presence, I am always there whenever you find yourself having doubts about anything or going through a period of uncertainty that is very gloomy. There is no way that the opposition will be successful in their efforts to hurt you. I have constructed you on a basis that cannot be shaken, and when the storms come, as they will come, you will not be swept away by them. I have built you on a foundation that cannot be disturbed. I would want for you to maintain your unwavering commitment to this reality and to allow it to penetrate your own being. Consequently, I am transforming your areas of vulnerability into strongholds of grace, and I am transforming your weaknesses into our greatest strengths. In this context, your ability to carry out tasks is not relevant. About my faithfulness to complete what I have begun in you in time, you will look back on this season with understanding, and you will see how every step, even the painful ones, led you to the next one. To suffer, but concerning my faithfulness of finishing what I have started in you. These limitations that you are now facing are not insurmountable difficulties. Rather, they are opportunities for me to show you how powerful I am in your life. Remember that I do not use any measuring devices. It is becoming easier for me to accomplish the goals that I have set for you. During the time that the world is measuring, what seems to be a delay is often my optimal timing. What appears to be rejection is usually my protection, and what appears to be a detour is really my safety. Take courage, dear one, since this period of difficulty is just brief, but the advantages that it provides are lasting. This is the straightforward way that I often employ to bring about the maximum benefit for you. I have not yet finished telling your story, Eternal. In reality, the challenges that are now weighing you down will serve as the foundation for your testimony, and it will be through you that others will discover the answers to the issues that they have brought to you. In this day and age, may the extent of my fidelity and the strength of my love that is mending remain steadfast in this conviction. Because the wilderness will not remain for an indefinite amount of time, allow it to revitalize your courage and rejuvenate your spirit. I will bring you into the land that is promised to you at the exact moment that I have chosen, my little child, and I see you successfully completing the path that I have prescribed for you. In perpetuity, the land that was promised to you is up front of you, and you will discover it. Since you gave me the responsibility of caring for your heart, you have been on a journey that is unlike any other you have ever experienced. Let me share with you what I observe as I watch you walk through each stage of this road. I hope you will allow me to do so. In the beginning, you were really clear. As you proceeded ahead through the first part of the process, all I asked from you was your willingness, your open heart, and your drive. You arrived with nothing but your willingness, your open heart, and your desire. I saw your transformation into a more powerful person as you moved through the stages. Every challenge that you overcame added something unique to your character with its own unique contribution. What you've learned from each triumph is a valuable lesson. Every time you made the choice to go, you grew more exceptional and capable of doing things more effectively. The degree of competition increased as you advanced to greater stages of growth, and it grew more fierce. You have not failed to notice this, have you? To a greater extent, you will draw more attention to yourself as you get forward. It is inevitable that other people will recognize the distinctive imprint that my presence has made on your life. Some will be ecstatic about it, while others will be apprehensive about it. You transform into a person who is scarred by experience, carrying the evidence of every triumph and every scar with you at all times. You have acquired skills and movements that you never would have thought were even somewhat conceivable. Recall the time when you were just starting out. You had a hard time understanding the foundations of life, but now look at you, being able to handle difficult situations with the kind of wisdom that can only be acquired from spending time in close proximity with me and through experience. There are moments when you are even surprised by the spiritual reflexes that you have developed. But here is what I need you to know today. You are coming closer and closer to a crucial point. You are really close to crossing the finish line of this particular event that you have been competing in throughout this season. I've had enough of you. The place of abundance that I have discussed with you during our private times together, the position of power that I have planned for you in the promised land that I have prepared for you, and it is within sight. I have been preparing it for you. We have been preparing you for that breakthrough in your destiny that we have mentioned in the secret region. And since you are so close to the opposing position is going to enhance in a very exact way the position that you are in. Due to the fact that the opponent of your soul is aware of your vulnerabilities, he is aware of the length of time you have been competing in this marathon, how the loneliness has worn you down, and how you periodically want for more. I'm issuing you a warning at this very now because of this particular reason. You are going to be presented with a certain sort of temptation in these last minutes before you achieve your breakthrough. It's conceivable that this temptation may come in the shape of a romantic partnership, or it might be a potential partner who appears to have a great understanding of you. It is possible that it is an old habit that is trying to resurrect itself, muttering to itself that just one more time won't have any impact on the difficulty of the temptation. On the other hand, it can be a business opportunity that seems to be exactly what you have been looking for all along. It may appeal to your emotions of loneliness or tiredness. It may appeal to your want for acknowledgement. It may seem to be a shortcut to the same things I've promised you, but pay great attention to what I have to say. Will be tailored specifically to your current weaknesses. It may appeal to your desire for acknowledgement. It may appeal to your desire for recognition. I have taught you to identify between genuine opportunities and imitations of empty chances, and you have learned to differentiate between the two. You have developed too much discernment to fall for these techniques now that you have proceeded through each step of this race. I have taught you to differentiate between the two. The distinction between my voice and the voice of the enemy. You have had sufficient experience to know that even a temporary compromise with darkness may cause your progress to be disrupted for the remainder of your trip. This is something you have experienced. You are now operating in a period in which time is of the utmost importance and in which every activity must be in perfect alignment with the destiny. Years, this is a defining period in which the significance of each and every possibility should be heightened. During this time of year, you are a person who is doing business. Despite the fact that the temptation could appeal to your natural senses, the experience that I have given for you has so strengthened your spirit that it is making you more resistant to temptation. What inspires me about you is the fact that you have established a spiritual momentum that is so strong that it is almost impossible to halt. Through the route that you are able to see through the deception. If you have acquired the ability to detect when something is intended to derail you, regardless of how enticing it may seem on the surface, you have reached a point where you are able to see through the deception, having the capacity to make strong decisions without being swayed by guilt or persuasion, being able to perceive threats to your destiny and rapidly eradicate them without having to participate in lengthy debate or emotional anguish, and having the ability to make strong judgments without being influenced by guilt or persuasion. 1. This is not about being cruel. Rather, it is about focusing on the larger objective that I have established inside of you. I want you to remember the many moments along this journey when you thought you couldn't continue, but you pushed through and finished. Do you remember the difficulties that seemed to be insurmountable, yet you were able to triumph over them in some way? You were not the only one who grew. Rather, it was my power that was working through you. When you are getting closer to the finish line, you should keep your alertness without becoming anxious, since you have been prepared for circumstances like these. Strength of character that would allow you to arrive at this precise time. Moment. Every previous victory has prepared you for this last sprint. Every lesson learned has helped you to recognize and reject anything that may halt your progress now that you are closer to attaining your objectives. Moment. Every previous victory has prepared you for this last sprint. You are more powerful than you have ever been, and the breakthrough that you have been striving for is within your reach that you have been working toward. Seem sure that you do not allow any last-minute distraction, regardless of how alluring it may seem, to divert your attention away from the destiny that I have promised you. You are now too powerful to fail because you have gone too far, learned too much, and gotten too strong. You are well prepared. Your judgment is sharp. Your spirit is strong, and your determination is unwavering. In the event that you did any last-minute deceptions, now is the time for you to cross over. I encourage you to run with a sense of purpose, with clarity, and with the awareness that every step you take brings you closer to the realization of all that we have promised you. A decision has already been made on the outcome of the competition. All that is left for you to do is complete the path that has been mapped out for you, my darling. Every breath you breathe has a purpose, and every step you take along the path you are traveling fulfills a certain function. Both happiness and grief have the ability to shape you, providing you with information that takes you closer to understanding who you really are, even when it seems like meaning is an abstract concept to you. Includes a more profound importance than you could possibly come to understand. When you are surrounded by darkness and your mind is clouded with uncertainties, I am the one who guides you through the journey. I work in the depths of your heart, which is still learning to comprehend. Please come to me if you are under a great burden of sorrow today. I invite you to find peace in my presence. My arms are always ready to welcome you here in this holy place. Let your worries melt away. Allow me to alleviate the burden that is causing your shoulders to sag. Please give me permission to carry the weight that is causing your feet to feel heavy. Similar to the mist that is present in the early morning hours before the first light of dawn, this period of grief will disappear as swiftly as the mist. To the extent that you tune your soul to my voice, the experiences that you have will cause your heart to soar. It is not just another morning. Rather, it is a divine opportunity for you to find the everlasting spark that is inside you. The ashes of grief indicate a fresh beginning today. It is not merely another sunrise. Seize the moment to take a moment to relax and take a big breath of today. I hope that you would come to understand my kindness and that you will find ways to restore your worn-out spirit. I want for you to experience a flow of tranquility that beyond the comprehension of human wisdom. May joy take root in a deeper place than I. In light of the circumstances, I ask that you set those weighty anxieties aside, even if it is only for a moment, and offer your problems to me. My capacity to appreciate the gravity of your circumstance is far more than that of you. What you should know is that even when the world is spinning too quickly and your strength is waning, my strength is never diminished, and my resources are never depleted. This tranquil area is filled with love that is unrestricted in any way. I want you to measure or limit kindness that never runs out of itself, as well as the deep acceptance that your heart has always desired to find. And I want you to view yourself through my eyes. Your perspective on the world should be reshaped as a result of this reality, which should be profoundly imprinted in your bones. It is cherished beyond all comprehension, valued beyond monetary value, and crafted with great attention to detail. Those self-conscious thoughts that you have about yourself are nothing more than shadows before the light. They have no strength for themselves. All of the challenges that you have conquered and the storms that you have endured have contributed to the formation of who you are now. Your scars are a testament to your fortitude, not to your failures, but to the fact that you have triumphed over every challenge, every moment of uncertainty, and every tear that you have secretly wept along your wonderful journey. The extent of your potential for compassion and understanding has been expanded, and you are currently making progress down this path. All of my intentions are filled to the brim with harmony and optimism. While you are taking possession of the things that this world has to offer, I present riches that are of far greater worth, such as the knowledge that is acquired through the process of battling with difficulties, the insight that is obtained by walking through fire, and the tranquility that is constant. Even if fame is fleeting, I am able to deliver riches that are of far greater value. In times when all else is trembling, you should welcome each daybreak with a feeling of calm anticipation, and you should let love to become your foundation, your source of knowledge, and your guiding drink. You should allow my words, which originate from the depths of my presence, to serve as a means of strengthening your spirit, since your worth is incomparable to everything that is ahead of you, regardless of the mountains that rise before you. My love is consistent and unchanging during every single moment of my life, regardless of whether I am successful or unsuccessful, whether I am accepted or rejected, or if the standards of a world that is always changing. It is not a fleeting pleasure that vanishes at the first sign of difficulty. Rather, it is something that the world is unable to provide. It is a joy that is more profound than any condition and more powerful than any storm. Today is the season to embrace something that the world cannot give the world with. Every tear, every heartache, and every moment of uncertainty leads to a deeper grasp of everything. However, an anchor that keeps you solid when the oceans crash over you and the winds howl violently is an anchor that keeps you secure. Neither a purpose nor a meaning can be found in nothing. Your spirit will establish a connection with my presence whenever the darkness attempts to overpower you. Keep in mind that light will always find a way to triumph over the darkness. In other words, each and every event serves to prepare you for things that you have not ever seen before. Let go of the anxieties that are shackling you like shackles. Let go of the bitterness that is weighing down your heart, and let go of the doubts that are whispering to you. Let go of all of these things the way via the smallest of cracks. Falsehoods that are spoken and night hours that cling to what you think are both present. When waves threaten my strength flows through you like a vast river, and I am able to see beyond the stream. Eternally endures the passage of time, hope, faith, and love in its most unadulterated forms. Issues to the person that are growing through them. Your worth is not determined by the words or actions of other people. My image lives inside you even in the middle of your difficulties. There is no promise that is broken, no word that fails to serve its purpose, and your road is full to the brim with opportunities and moments of beauty. There is no promise that is broken. The power of weakness flows through you like water that is alive. At this point in time, you are unable to think of anything that may perhaps have an effect on my love. When it comes to my love, there is no circumstance, no mistake, and no storm that can diminish it. Discover the comfort that comes from these assurances that will undoubtedly be kept. Compassion should be used to bridge the chasms that divide people from one another and from me in this broken world. It should also be used to transform your sorrow into light for others who are traveling through the darkness. You have the ability to bring about healing and to mend what is damaged via the strength of your love. Bolster what is left. Think of David's battle against Goliath, and keep in mind that victory was achieved by faith rather than through physical might. Nothing is beyond my capacity to supply, if you express what your soul genuinely knows, and I will do everything in my power to hear you out. When your voice is rooted in truth and conviction that is created through experience, it is able to express power. You may revitalize, restore, and revitalize your voice. Worrying thoughts should be let go of. What was meant to be shared is converted into clarity. Fear is transformed into confidence. Anxiety is transformed into peace, and confusion is transformed into clarity. Why should you carry what was supposed to be shared? Provide me with your uncertainty, your pain, and your confusion, and allow me to have entire access to your heart. No need to keep it in your possession. Express your deepest concerns, your most secret aspirations, and your most sincere emotions, even if you are praying for the purpose of pretend or polished prayers. What is it that could possibly be difficult for the one who created the stars? I am aware of every single region of your heart, each and every unnamed need, each and every quiet appeal, and the emptiness that you sometimes sense are all signals that your soul is searching for a more fundamental connection with mine. You should take a look at the individuals who have been placed in your life all around you. Life companions for the journey who are a representation of my care and who support them in the same way that they help you in your battle for these partnerships. True community exhibits my presence in tangible ways that disclose aspects of my life. In spite of the fact that everything seemed to be gone with each stride, I remember how the light managed to make its way through. In the future, there are opportunities that you are unable to fully appreciate at this time, of love that is visible to the naked sight and can be felt with the hands. Grace provides everything that is necessary for each moment, including the development of strength and character. Power shines clearest through fissures of weakness and uncertainty. Keep pushing higher and reaching deeper, and don't give up what you have for what you have. We have established what we are today through both struggle and victory, and we want to show grace to those who have caused you pain, not because of them, but because the freedom from bitterness opens doors to more deep healing. It is essential to let go of the desires for vengeance. I understand that betrayals are very terrible, but you must not let them contaminate the tranquility in your life. Only people should be able to view the doors that are left open. My role is comparable to that of a shepherd who is familiar with each of his sheep and directs them with compassion. When it seems as if there is no light at all, the walls and the paths light up. Each and every opportunity contributes to advancement, even when the objective is not quite clear. When you start each day with the understanding that kindness is all about you like air, you allow loving and immaculate wisdom to flow without end, without condition, and without constraint. There are waves that are caused by every act of kindness and every act of grace that is provided, and these waves are beyond our capacity to perceive or grasp. It is important to bear in mind that I am the one who creates possibilities, opens doors, and produces unexpected outcomes whenever there are challenges with providing. My presence is all about you like a warm embrace, and I want you to feel my blessings that give you a sense of astonishment, alleviate tension, anxiety, and fear, and allow you to breathe deeply of calm. Love pervades every aspect of your life, from the past to the present to the future, and the released find perfect rest. Strength develops in weakness, light clarifies misunderstandings, and love permeates any and all aspects of your existence. Nothing, not even height, depth, strength, or anything else, will ever be able to separate you from this love. There is nothing that can do that. Constant as the stars in complete and utter knowledge, perfect and unending love, and unending love. Regardless of the circumstances, each morning brings grace new mercies and opportunities, and each evening offers a time to reflect on faithfulness through each and every moment. This is true regardless of the circumstances. Love maintains its steadiness, similar to mountains that are as deep as oceans. Continue walking with a sense of serenity and definite certainty, knowing that tomorrow will be secure and that you will be cherished for all eternity with flawless love and gentle care. Give yourself permission to rest in tranquility, and joy will wash over you like gentle waves. In heaven, love has no beginning and no end. It is just as unchanging as the very nature of truth itself. It is as eternal as the very essence of the divine. Over your life, love has no beginning and no end. You have a special place in my heart. I am the God who brings about growth, and I will not abandon you in a state of need. Your stories of success will be told. It is impossible for anything to ever change that profound and stunning fact. Give me your faith. As you emerge from your struggles, what was previously considered to be impossible will become a reality to those who have questioned you, and even to your own doubts. Know that I am here to assist you in accomplishing what you have set out to do. I have come to complete all of your necessities. You will no longer be in a condition of want, and fear will no longer be a cause of worry for you. I am here to satisfy all of your requirements. In addition to being your provider, I am also your caregiver. If you are in need, if you are experiencing financial troubles, or if you are uncertain how you will make it through, you and your loved ones in ways that are beyond your conception, you do not need the support of anybody else because you have me to help you. In the meanwhile, I am working on your behalf and my messengers are with you. I want you to be aware that there will be a shift that you did not anticipate. If you are seeking for anything and wondering how you can provide for yourself, you need not give up since I am working on your behalf now. The voyage may be challenging, but with my favor and your trust, you will arrive at a place of happiness and wealth. As you continue to achieve progress in your life, and as your commitments are satisfied, you will be filled with joy. You are receiving a favor from me, so that you will be able to pass through doors when they become available. It is my intention to bring streams to the desert, and to give a path where there seems to be none whatsoever. Even in this dark moment, I will choose to bless others around me. Behind the scenes, I am putting in effort to plan out a path for you specifically. Always keep in mind that I am your answer, your instructor, your source, and your safe haven and sanctuary. If you have faith in my ability to heal and bring about change in order to uplift you and your family, then you should not have any reservations about any of those things. Please give me permission to penetrate your life, especially the most private parts of your heart. You come here with an attitude of being receptive to me and my remarks. If you keep these words close to you, you will allow them to wash away any thoughts that you have about the past. Make room in your head, heart, and soul for them to dominate. I never stop trying to get in touch with you. To you, even in the middle of the silence, when you feel that no one is there, listen with your heart. For I am nearby as you walk with trust and confidence. Even if you cannot see me, you can experience my presence. I am here with you. Presence. Do not be afraid. Feel my presence and have faith in my ability to do great things. I am holding your hand and leading you with love and my plans for the future. I am here to help you. The storms will cease, the winds will quiet down, the waves will calm down, and you will find safety with me at any time of the day or night. Fear. You are more strong than you could ever understand, and you will find safety with me. Will not have any influence over you today is a new beginning, an opportunity to let go of the scars and failures of the past. You were not created to bear the weight of the past. Let go, and let your mind define serenity. I am here to assist you. Today is a fresh start. You are willing to bear what you are unable to carry, and when you let go of it, you open yourself up to my tranquility, which is beyond your understanding, due to the fact that you are prepared to endure it. Making a declaration of life over oneself is the first step that must be taken before beginning. Be careful not to let yourself get disheartened, since your words shape your environment. I am able to declare that I am loved, and that I will proclaim my strength, because your words change your world. Thanks for the words that bring hope and encouragement, expressions that urge growth, despite the fact that challenges come to steal, kill, and destroy, meaning that change is impossible, and that your future is in a bleak state of affairs. Remember that nothing is everlasting or unchangeable. Communicate with me. I have the ability to transform your life, your relationships, your finances, your pain, your happiness, your confusion, and your clarity. But you must first ask me, and I will comply with your request. I want to start by saying that while it may not always be simple, I will be there for you through it all. I will make you courageous and strong, and I will guide you through this journey. You can count on me to catch you if you fall. I will assist you in getting back up once you have fallen. What you do is not what defines you. Rather, what I do for you is what defines you. Unending is the love that I have for you, and because of that love, I will give you anything that you want. But you must have trust that I am able to make it happen. I will make it happen. I want you to know that I have endured a tremendous lot of suffering for you. It was for you that I did it, so that you might discover pleasure, hope, and serenity from this moment on. I will provide you a solution to any problems that you bring to me, and I will exchange them for my peace of mind. The moment has come for you, my child, to put your confidence in me and to walk in faith, and I will keep the promises that I have made to you. I will never cease loving you, and my love for you is unshakable. I will always love you deeply. Make today the day that you take your first step into the future that I have prepared for you. I am looking forward to seeing you succeed. Take a step forward with self-assurance, knowing that I am guiding you. Please give priority to my voice above any other that the world may have to say. My dearest, you take a glance around at the world that I have created for you using your eyes. I have created all that you see around you. I am responsible for everything. Although it is true that you are a little child, this does not imply that you are not significant in any way. I am the one who has brought you into existence. I have fashioned you in my own image. You are my creation. I have placed you in this place to promote good, in order to shape you into the person I have always envisioned you to be. I am shaping you, polishing you, and ultimately creating you. Maintain your faith even when you are confronted with difficulties. When the path that lies ahead seems to be impenetrable, you should not allow yourself to get dejected. I want to be the first thing that comes to your mind every morning when you wake up. Open your mouth and speak words of love. Recite expressions of gratitude to you. Kindly allow me to assist you in comprehending that I am organizing everything for your ultimate advantage. Your heart is filled to the full with thankfulness, which helps you to perceive what you have in a fresh perspective, to realize that what you have is adequate, to appreciate rather than reject the blessings that are all around you, and to never forget that you are never alone. You will never be without the chance to gain strength because I am your strength. Zrania, but I am beyond that. Therefore, if you do not have the potential of finding anything good, since I am your source of hope, then you will never be without the opportunity to acquire strength. On account of the fact that I am not a thing, I am the one who remains when chaos is all around you. Please make my love the focal point of your life and demonstrate that you care about me. My presence is neither a benefit nor a property. Kindly let each and every action and choice you make to be a manifestation of my love for you and for your decisions to be a source of illumination for the world that surrounds you. It is possible for other people to forgive you, to show grace, and to show pity. In the event that you rely on me, you will be able to develop a life that is rich in love and purpose, and together we will navigate the path that is ahead of us. I am going to sketch you. I will draw near to you and provide you with the power you need. I'm going to hold your hand, and we are going to go together along the winding roads and lengthy path that leads back to your house. My love for you is boundless. and I promise that I will never abandon you in times of need. In the event that you are in need of guidance, reassurance, and support, I will never get weary of providing you with these things. Your plans for you are full of hope, joy, and a future that is beyond your imagination. If you are exhausted, have trust in me, my child, and know that my plans for you are full of these things. It is possible that the doubt that you are experiencing in your thoughts may go if you embrace my words and your most ambitious goals. The process of allowing rivers of pure thoughts and new consciousness to flow through them, which results in the blossoming of the process. In places where there was previously disillusionment and suffering, you will find that pleasure is blossoming in places where there was once misery. I have forgiven you for a very long time, and I hope that you will forgive yourself after all this time. Get a sudden sense of vigor. Not only does forgiving someone include admitting and accepting responsibility for your own shortcomings, but it also entails forgiving other people. I am aware that you are experiencing a great deal of sorrow, and I am grateful that you have chosen to embrace the freedom and introspection that I provide for you. Over the course of an excessively long period of time, you had been clinging to your own actions as if they were a burden that you were unable to let go of. Your gaze should be released, my child, and you should let my love to permeate into your heart. I want to look into your eyes till I do so. Considering that you are a traveler, you need to let your feet to follow the path that I have outlined for you. Voice guide. There is only one method to live and one purpose to exist if you are not a permanent resident of this planet. These are the only two options available to you. Because of this, you should live your life with love, which means you should take care of yourself, and you should not be scared to follow in my footsteps without hesitation. Due to the fact that I am concerned that I will bestow onto you my blessing, a gift that is beyond all understanding, all I want is that you offer me. I will make your life full of joy and eliminate all of your misery if you only give me your heart right now. I will completely change your life. A frown has taken the place of your smile as a consequence of the unfortunate circumstances that you have been going through for an excessively long period of time. You have confronted emotions of inadequacy and have been knocked down by others. I'm aware of the difficulties you are experiencing. As a result of the profound agony that you experienced as a result of your failure, you questioned whether or not you have the resilience to continue. Nevertheless, I have been there for you through all that has taken place to this point. All of the problems that are preventing you from achieving your goals have been tormenting you, but I am going to help you become more resilient. You are aware of the things that are preventing you from achieving your goals, and you possess the strength to lift yourself up and make your way out of the burdens that are weighing you down. There is a possibility that you are under the impression that you are holding back the same burdens that you have carried throughout your whole life. Despite the fact that they are the ones who define you, I have loved you anyway. However, I am here to tell you that you are not defined by them, and I have chosen you to be successful and victorious in order to show other people that there is a way to achieve success. In spite of the brokenness and the consequences of disobedience, I want them to acknowledge the reason I am here on this earth. It is not going to be simple for you to give of yourself when you are someone who is genuine, but is it not possible for you to do so? When I declare that the provision I have provided is more than adequate to make up for what the world has taken away from you, you should put your faith in what I have to say. I belong to you. My love is unending, and the treasures I have to offer are boundless. Now I am yours. Accept all that I have to offer with grace, and I will change you with the strength that you possess and the assistance that I provide. Please give me the opportunity to show you that I am your life and your hope right now. I am not just you, but also everything that goes on around you. The transformation that I have undergone gives me the ability to change you in such a way that others who were previously acquainted with you would not recognize the resilience and complexity that you possess. I will transform you into a vessel if you give me your heart, and I will be faithful to you in addition to this. Your heart will be full to the brim with delight as a consequence of my love, and so will the hearts of everyone in your family. Your poise and serenity will have an effect on the people in my inner circle of friends, and my transformation is more than just a basic makeover thanks to your presence. Alterations that are just superficial will have an effect on your very essence and will alter you to the core as you progress in your development. A shining beacon that expresses my passion for the world. I am now working on something new that I will make when I am eventually finished. It is the places that are devoid of life that will be filled with delight, such as a road in the woods and streams in the wasteland. I, Blossom, will provide nourishment to the dry regions, so changing the barren into a present for those who are in need. When I make an effort to speak with people and bring together individuals who have a deep emotional connection to me, people will suddenly notice me. This is because I will make an attempt to communicate with them. My children are going to be brought from other locations, and I am going to call out the people who are considered to be misfits, to bring out those who carry my name, whom I have created for my glory. I have formed those who have eyes to bring out those who bear my name. The people who have ears but do not hear my plans for you, on the other hand, are more important than those who do not see them. Despite the fact that you do not receive exactly what you desire, you are stunning and more powerful than you could ever imagine for yourself. I am arranging something that will be far more important if I remove humans from the circumstance, which is why you asked that there be no persons involved. It is because I am creating way for something more significant that I am freeing you from the limits that your presence imposes on you. As a means of making your journey simpler and lifting you up, I would want to free you from the weight of the load that you are now bearing. The fact that I love you is the reason why I will lead you to higher heights, since there are instances when what you lose is not truly what you lose. Put your faith in the fact that this is not a failure, but rather the beginning of something new and more significant. I will provide you with the means by which I am able to see beyond what your eyes are able to perceive. I will bring this method into your life. In the future, those people who are genuine and who will love you, protect you, and lift you up will be the ones most likely to. Please put some distance between yourself and those who are attempting to injure you by their toxic affects and those who are pulling you down. I want you to establish some distance between yourself and those individuals. You should remove yourself from anything that might potentially do you harm, and you should never allow someone the authority to take away your fulfillment. It is the reality that I am telling you, and you should not let the people you care about get involved in anything that is considered negative. It is important for you to understand that my love for you is still very much alive, and that I will keep every promise that I make to you. If you have trust, desire, and surrender, you will eventually come to the knowledge that your ambitions are not only feasible, but also attainable, are more than just figments of my imagination. Rather, they represent the life that is awaiting me in the years to come. I'm earnest, and I'd want for you to pay attention to what I have to say. My goal is to prevent you from falling in any way, shape, or form. I want you to have a life that is meaningful, and I want you to stand up, stand straight, and shine. I want you to have a life that is purposeful, the moment that provides you joy and satisfaction, which you have been looking for a sign for, and which you have been looking for. For the purpose of providing you with direction, I am here, and I am speaking to you because strength and abundant fruitfulness. But in order to get it, you will have to let go of the shadows that have been holding you back. If you want to go down the path that I have created for you, you need to be willing to take a leap of faith in order to reach your destination. I have already laid the way that I have planned for you to go on. You are always under my care, and I will provide for you and guide you. I will do this with honor and glory. I promise that I will always be your guardian. I'm going to walk you through the steps necessary to achieve the life that I have envisioned for you. This is the path that you will travel. You have ensured that there will be times when the way forward is not clear because of the fact that you believe that there will be moments in which feeling lost and unsure of who you are, maybe even having the idea that I have abandoned you, despite the fact that I have not abandoned you. This is not the case. At these moments of darkest darkness, I will be your light, and when you are in the greatest need, I will be there for you, will provide you with comfort. Surrender your heart, and you will experience the advantages and peace that I will provide to you via my presence. Changes will be made in you that will last a lifetime, not just in your life, but also in the lives of everyone else who witnesses the work that I do in you. Mainly due to the fact that you are a live demonstration of my grace, and because of you, more people will get acquainted with I would want for you to come and rest in the calm and quiet right now, my sweetheart, and I would like for you to allow me to bring you closer to me. I want you to go closer to me and listen carefully so that you may hear the whispers of love, and truth that I am sending from my heart to yours. This is a message from my heart to you. Heart, I have come to strengthen you. I have come to encourage you. This is a message from my heart to yourself. A time of hope, a time of love, and a time of revitalization. Embrace this moment, and let us all work together to make it happen. Despite the fact that my techniques are better than the ones that are prevalent in the world, I make them known to people who are interested in them. You should look for me with sincere hearts and go along this path with me. There's a great deal more to experience and learn. Amen. There is a great lot more to come. Dear loving Creator, I come to you today with an open heart, seeking your presence in my life. Thank you for always being near. Expression of gratitude. First, I want to express my deep gratitude for all that you provide. Thank you for the beauty of nature that surrounds me, for the warmth of the sun and the tranquility of the stars at night. I appreciate the love of family and friends who enrich my life, bringing joy and laughter into my days. Help me to recognize the small moments of joy and beauty that I sometimes overlook. Petition for guidance and purpose. As I walk through life, I seek your guidance to help me uncover my purpose. Show me the path you have set for me, and help me align my actions with your will. In moments of confusion, remind me to pause and listen for your direction. Help me to trust that I am exactly where I need to be, and that every experience serves a greater purpose. Request for strength and resilience. In times of struggle, I ask for your strength to carry me through. When challenges arise, help me to remain resilient and hopeful. Grant me the courage to face my fears and the determination to overcome obstacles. May I find comfort in knowing that your love empowers me, even in my weakest moments. Prayer for wisdom and clarity. Please bless me with the wisdom to make thoughtful decisions. Help me to reflect on my choices and learn from both my successes and my mistakes. Let me be open to growth and change, embracing new perspectives and insights. May I cultivate a spirit of curiosity, seeking understanding in all areas of my life. Intercession for loved ones and community. I lift up my loved ones to you, asking for your grace and protection over them. May they find peace in their struggles and joy in their triumphs. Help us to support one another, fostering a spirit of unity and compassion within our community. Let us work together to uplift each other and create an environment filled with love and understanding. Reflection on forgiveness and healing. Lord, help me to embrace the healing power of forgiveness. Teach me to release any anger or resentment I hold, freeing my heart to love more fully. May I find healing in your grace and extend that grace to others. Let me be a beacon of hope and healing in the lives of those around me. Prayer for peace and comfort. In a world filled with turmoil, I ask for your peace to envelop me. Help me to be a source of calm for others. reflecting your love in all my interactions. May your peace wash over me, calming my anxieties and fears.